like Tide Hellspower, some other cards. I forget.
How many once?
Okay. I'm sure we'll see soon enough.
Yeah. But he's playing like all the white unit cards like Samurai the Pearl.
He's better than you with this deck for sure. What?
So good.
Was the stuff that was here actually mine? I just took it because I saw money in it.
No, that's money from Kyle and from Jerry. We're going to hopefully go get Chick-fil-A soon.
Oh.
And by hopefully we're going to go get Chick-fil-A, meaning we're going to bribe somebody else to go get Chick-fil-A for us. It says Blame Kibler.
Yeah, Paul Rietzl's t-shirt. Strikes It Online, who's actually sponsoring round 6 here, has been selling those t-shirts. So I think they're going to start offering them on their website. I'm not positive, but make sure to check out strikesotonline.com. Anyway.
So why blame Kibler?
Yeah. I actually don't know. He like, there's this story where something happened, and like people started blaming him, but like he was in the feature match area in Oakland, and I asked him about it, and he gave some like short story that he like, it was like multiple in jokes. I thought it was because it was like blame Kibler for Gindy getting banned because Kibler like did the thing in the top 8 of Austin for getting the triggers, and people thought that made judges and rules much more strict, which is not the case.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was, like making those same logical jumps that I'm sure a lot of people make, but it's definitely not that.
I'll have to ask him about it later. So I'm interested. Well, all right, looks like the game got started off with a Scalding.
I'm not sure what Scheel is playing here.
It's a secret. He wouldn't tell me before the tournament.
What a jerk.
Looks real interesting. I think I may have played this deck on Moto. Against
Magic
this
Online.
deck on Magic Online, yes. It's better than hanging around with like Lee Sharp and those guys, the guys that actually work for Magic Online, Magic Online, because they all call it Mitgo.
Yeah.
It just sounds so unnatural.
I agree.
So little Darwin, Paul Rietzl, starts off with Flagstone's Fetid Heath and goes turn 2 Bob. So that's part of the black splash.
Yep.
Maybe he's made it more black from when it was on Moto, because I recall on Moto it was almost all white.
That's a Flagstone's in play also, right?
Yeah. Maybe he's just playing
Pox.
The Pox deck, yeah.
Yeah,
that Sperling was playing.
I saw being another California player, and I don't know if that's where Paul is. Right? Yeah, I think he's moved back, so I'm not sure.
I don't think so, because I go to all the pre-releases and like stuff around there. I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
And usually he shows up for example, I was visiting my dad works at MIT. I was visiting him one summer, and like I went to YMG to draft just randomly on a Thursday, and he joined the draft just like randomly, it was right off him getting top 8 or top 16 at one of the Pro Tours. It was Kamigawa block format.
Okay. I don't know.
I forget which Pro Tour it was. I was just like, what is he doing here? Well, anyway, turn 3 Blood Moon for Scheel, shutting off 2 of his own lands.
But one of them already, which is going to be kind of interesting because I know he's got at least a Cryptic Command in his hand.
But yeah,
but he has a couple islands.
It makes Paul's side of the board look kind of weak.
Yeah.
2 mountains. Can't cast any of those double black or double white spells in your hand. I guess you can cast Jit though, which is in his hand. Can't cast that Bloodghast in Paul's hand.
My oh my.
Or some other cards. You do what you can here, right? You just run out Jit.
Well, yeah. If you don't.
No, just pass the turn.
Interesting.
Scheel plays another island, still unable to cast a Cryptic Command in his hand, but is able to cast Trinket. He'll probably get a Seed of the Synod, maybe. I have no clue what's in his deck. We get a look. He's got Jace's toolbox with Trinket Mage. Looks like he's gonna get Chalice the Void though.
Yeah. Very probably getting set to 2 very shortly.
Yeah.
Which is going to shut down a large portion of Paul's already unplayable cards.
Yeah, his hand is Duress, a bunch of lands, and 2 Bloodghast.
Yeah.
And Paul's gonna pass the turn and discard Bloodghast.
That's why he didn't play it, so that he could get a creature into play when he
landfalls. That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
18.
Scheel will get in there for 2 after drawing a Jace this turn. And yeah, he's just gonna cast Jace.
Which defeats the purpose of discarding that Bloodghast, unfortunately.
And Fate Seals his opponent. It's always a bad sign when your opponent keeps the card on top.
Yeah.
I mean, although at this point in the game, Scheel's like no card. No, like he's gonna keep every card on top because he can't cast any of them. Like almost every card.
Yeah.
On top. So Jace at 5 counters, and I assume is Rietzl gonna try going for the Bloodghast again? Yeah, so he's gonna try going for double Bloodghast before playing his lands to return them.
Yeah.
Cast by necessity.
Scheel now draws Scalding Tarn.
16.
Gets in there for another 2 with the Trinket Mage, dropping Paul down to 14.
Returns Trinket Mage.
Sick combo. Still has to get to play the Chalice of the Void that he got. And Scheel's going to get Relic of Progenitus, and that prompts a concession from Paul.
Yeah.
Scheel's another one of these players that is really, really good. Hasn't had there was one season where he ran really hot, and then he had some problems with his girlfriend, where his girlfriend kept him from going to events.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened last season, and this season I was talking to him at other events. He's just back with a passion. Every single event that he can travel to that makes sense for him financially, he just wants to win every single one. And he's one of these players that's just A, the nicest guy ever.
Agreed.
And B, very, very good.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Like, the first time I got to hang out with him, for an extended period of time was in Grand Prix Buenos Aires. He was one of the 7 American players that made the trip, and we spent the entire day before the event just cruising around. I think he bought a nice leather jacket in the leather district down there, and just had a good time talking to him. He's a really nice guy, another Midwest player who, because I know a lot of the Iowans through Jerry T. I got to meet him and a few of the other guys, and he's just always phenomenal. And
I have a friend back home in Boston, Andy Roman, who used to live in Iowa, and he moved to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And we all had these mutual friends from all the Iowans, and I was talking to him, and he, somehow Scheel came up, and he's like, "Yeah, Scheel's just the nicest guy ever." And I told him the story where it was the MSS. I had scrubbed out of the MSS, and it was the end of the day, end of the MSS, and me and Owen and some other people are just sitting in the hotel room, and he just comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey Ben, what did you think of your deck for this tournament?" I'm like, "I thought it was okay. I didn't do too well." Just out of nowhere, accepted me into this community. He was obviously way better than me. I was nobody. Was just friends with Owen. That was it. Just super, super nice. I love Brandon.
Yeah, me too. One of the few people I make go out of my way to talk to at every single time I spend a tournament.
But don't call him the real deal. He actually, for some reason, really hates it. I don't get it. And when you confront him about it, you're like, Brandon, why don't you really like being called the real deal, the real Scheel? And every single time he's just well, Bill gave me this nickname, and he doesn't give a reason. Just Bill gave me this nickname.
Oh, Bill Stark.
Oh, William. William Warren. Oh, and Rashad Miller. Has nothing to say. But I have something to say, because round 6 here at Grand Prix Houston is brought to you by StrikeZoneOnline.com. StrikeZoneOnline.com is always buying. They have all of the cards you need from Alpha to Zendikar. And Worldwake. And soon to be Rise the Eldrazi. They've got a huge selection of cards, StrikeZoneOnline.com. And for ggslive watchers, free shipping on orders $30 or more when you buy from StrikeZoneOnline.com. I kind of butchered it at the end. But go to StrikeZoneOnline.com. They're awesome people. Maybe you can pick up the Blame Kibler shirt that Paul Rietzl is sporting from StrikeZoneOnline.com.
And then you can be one of the people who is prompting other people to ask, why blame Kibler? So.
Or you could also be another person to blame Kibler.
That's also true.
Why don't I have my Blame Kibler shirt yet? Why isn't it coming in the mail? Blame Kibler.
That's wow.
It's meta.
Now we're deep, yeah. Creating a set that started with the letter Z had to have been the greatest thing in the world for Strike Zone and their advertisements. Just they're like, Zendikar, I know what we're doing now, boys. Zendikar.
So I didn't see what Scheel boarded out, but you gotta imagine that Blood Moon's still really good in this.
Phenomenal in this matchup, yeah. I'm very interested,
right.
We also didn't really
Out of
get to
that
see.
game.
I'm pretty sure Rietzl was playing the smallpox deck.
Yeah, me too. I didn't get to see anything from him though.